Jungkook was sitting on the couch and waiting for his wife. It was past 11, but there was no sign of Ryan, and he kept massaging his head to calm himself. Soon the door of the apartment opened and Ryan entered. The look of Jungkook's face made her a bit scared, but she gained her courage. "You are still up?" "Because my wife wasn't at home and she didn't even bother to answer my calls or messages." He took predatory steps towards her while she glued to her place. "Jungkook, my phone is on silent." "Where were you, by the way?" "I was just hanging out with Jimin." Park Jimin, the best friend of Ryan, who Jungkook didn't even like a bit as he was always around his wife. "Not surprised. Whenever you are with him, you forgot about others." "It's not like that, Jungkook. We met after a long time." "Yeah, sure." He scoffed bitterly. "Jungkook, I'm sorry. I'll be more careful next time." She grabbed his hand gently and looking at her briefly, he went upstairs without even a word. Park Jimin, your plan is such a flop." Ryan and Jungkook was an arranged couple and tied into a sacred bond almost a year ago. The thing between them were not growing since Jungkook was a workaholic man and barely interacted with Ryan. Despite everything, she caught feelings for Jungkook and putting efforts in the relationship. She saw changes in Jungkook's behavior too, and to know his true feelings towards her, Jimin gave her an idea to make him jealous. Signing, Ryan came to the bedroom and saw him working on the laptop. He didn't even spare her a glance, making her crazy, and to grab his attention, she sat beside him. "Stop giving me that attitude. I'm fine. You fresh up and sleep. I'll take some time." "Okay." She placed her lips on his cheek before moving to the bathroom. Jungkook's fingers halted, which were running on the laptop keyboard a few seconds ago. My heart. He could feel his heartbeats were accelerating like always whenever Ryan showed her love through soft skinships. No, she can't melt me like that. She needs to learn a lesson. He continued his work, and after some time, Ryan came back in her comfy clothes, saying good night to him. She closed her eyes and prayed her wishes to come true. Ryan came from the boutique early and prepared Jungkook's favorite dishes, but everything went in vain when she got Jungkook's message. He never liked to stay outside late at night. She looked at the warm dining table she arranged for him, but had to eat it alone. Cleaning everything, she came back to the bedroom and waited for Jungkook. After half an hour later, Jungkook entered the room and saw Ryan was still up. "I told you not to wait for me. I couldn't sleep without you." He nodded while removing his coat and could see curiosity on Ryan's face. "What's wrong?" "By the way, why were you late today?" "Actually, Nina is back in Korea, so I was just catching up with her." "Who is Nina?" He could feel her tone was rough and filled with jealousy. "My childhood best friend. She lives in New York for a long time, but now she's back for some time." "Okay." She secretly rolled her eyes, but it was noticed by Jungkook, and smiling, he went to the washroom. "I hope she returns back to New York soon." She took her phone and searched about her, since Jungkook's friends must be popular too, and found her social media. "She's gorgeous, but not more than me." She flipped her hair when Jungkook joined her on the bed, and she immediately closed the phone. "What's wrong?" "Nothing, let's sleep," and both of them slept into each other's embrace. Days were passing, and one could see the closeness between Mina and Jungkook. They now hang out, spend time together, and sometimes Jungkook even ignored Ryan because of her. "He didn't want me to join them, Jimin. Did he forget I'm his damn wife?" She was crying in Jimin's embrace, and he was consoling her. "It's not acceptable whatever he is doing. I think you should talk to him." "I'm scared, Jimin. What if he says..." "Come on, Ryan, be brave and hope for positive." He wiped her tears, then Jimin drove her off to the Jeon's apartment and saw Mina was walking out. "She's hot. Shut up." Vian was dragging glares to Meena already but looked away. She came to them with her gorgeous smile. Hey Vian. By the way, Jungkook is worried for you. Not answering her, she went inside the apartment and saw worried Jungkook. You came? As you can see, saying coldly, she was about to go, but Jungkook grabbed her hand, noticing her red eyes. What's wrong? Did you cry? No, now leave me. Vian, tell me what happened. You are distancing yourself from me. Why do you care? You are with your perfect company, then why do you need me? She jerked his hand lightly. Vian, Meena is just my friend. He held her forearm gently to make her look at him. Yeah, just friend, with whom you hang out, do parties late night, and don't give your own wife time. She yelled out of frustration whatever was going inside her head since past days. This is not exactly you do with Jimin. He was irritated too, but got silence from Vian's side because she was somehow at fault. You give him attention, talk about him in front of me, spend time with him, and even prioritize him. Did I ever give you cold shoulders like you did? Even now you are with him. He finally explained how down he felt seeing her with Jimin. Because I was upset, Jungkook. It's killing me you are with her but me. Her heart broke, eyes moistened that Jungkook felt guilty but put his point of view too because communication is important in a relationship. And I was upset too that my wife loved to spend her time with her bestie, so I did the same. Her heart ached that she made him feel low but jealous. Jungkook, I was with Jimin just because her words cursed as Jungkook pulled her closer as their faces were just inches away. I don't have a slight feelings for Meena. She's just my friend and I spend time with her only to make you realize how I felt whenever you were with Jimin. Saying that, he went towards the room and tears Vian was holding slipped from her eyes. This plan turned our relationship even more complicated. She wiped her tears, but there was ease in her heart too that she held an important place in his heart. She went to the bedroom and saw Jungkook was taking out his night clothes. Jungkook, she flinched when he closed the wardrobe harshly and went straight to the bathroom. I need to make it up, but how? She was thinking when Shower voice caught her attention and she decided to join him. It's not easy, but for my love, I'll take that risk. Removing her heels, she grabbed the doorknob and opened the door hesitantly. Fear, hesitation flew in the thin air once her eyes fell on her husband's well-built drenched physique. His upper body was on display through the transparent glass and his back was facing her. Falling into the moment, she felt her body was burning, gulp was forming in her throat, lips were getting dry, which she wet with her tongue. What a treasure, she was admiring until Jungkook's eyes noticed her a few meters away and his eyes widened. Vian, what are you doing inside? You were not listening to me, so I came inside. She hid her shy smile but couldn't look away from him that Jungkook gulped down. Wow, you got such a nice place to talk. I know, right? You won't run away from here. You are insane. Only for you. He couldn't able to hide his smile and saw her coming towards him that his heartbeats accelerated. Jungkook, my hangout with Jimin and spending time was just a plan of mine to make you. She bit her lower lip while Jungkook was getting curious. It was our plan to make you jealous. Her eyes were still on his face, which was showing unreadable expressions. I wanted to know, does it matter to you if I hang out with another man? You shouldn't do that. She gasped when Jungkook pinned her against the wall and decreased the distance between them. I hating every moment you spend with that shorty. Don't say that, he was helping us out, but you made this situation more complicated. My bad, wifey, I should have confessed to you what I feel. What do you feel, Jungkook? That I want you all for myself. I want you in my every moment because I love you damn so much. Then show me how much you love me. She surrounded her arms around him boldly and glowed each other's strange bodies.